Today I want to talk about the evolution of mankind and the rise and fall of civilization. And there's a difference between the Eastern and the Western perspective. And here in the West, we basically are told that civilization, technology, everything evolves in a straight linear path, going from past, present to future. And it's constantly evolving and moving forward. But the Eastern perspective, they see it as a cycle. And the cycle's broken down into four parts. And it starts off with Sat Yuga, which is the Golden Age, Treta Yuga, which is the Silver Age, Dwapar Yuga, which is the Copper Age, and Kali Yuga, which is the Iron Age. And it's also known as the Dark Ages. And if you look around, it's pretty obvious that that's what we're in right now. You could see the disease, death, destruction, division, misunderstanding, and all that good stuff. So we're looking forward to going back to Satyuga, the Golden Age, hopefully soon. It kind of looks that way, but then again, it kind of, I don't know, it looks like we're still in a period of decline. This whole Great Awakening thing, I sometimes think it's fake and it's an illusion, and they want us to think that. And there's civilization experts, like my favorite author, John Michael Greer. He believes that we have about 450 years left of decline until the destruction and renewal of Kali Yuga and back to Satyuga. And of course, the Golden Age, Satyuga is pretty much utopian society. Everything's perfect. There's no disease, no destruction. Everyone's unified. There's no misunderstandings. And Atlantis is a really good example of a Golden Age civilization. And if you're familiar with India, Bharat was a Golden Age civilization as well. So this book I recommended in my Hindu book recommendations video, which I looked really busted in, by the way, but check it out. It's a good one if you want to know more on the books. This book basically breaks it down pretty good. And there's one passage that stuck out in my head a lot to me when I read it. It's the Golden Age, how it peaks, and then just right when it starts to turn and head into decline of into the Silver Age. So I'll read it for you right now. But one day the king and queen found themselves in another land, another dress and different faces with which they expressed their love. And through their life was good, and all the courtiers smiled. A moment came when something changed. A single thought had lost itself between the mind of the king and the mind of the queen. Because of that, a flicker of doubt crossed the face of the subject in front of them, and she went away with a question in her mind. And it was called the Silver Age. And within the mother, the subject who had knelt before them, the question played its own game, and hardly without knowing it, she turned her head and looked with too much love as her child prepared to leave. A tiny seed of damage had been sown. And the seed became a leaf, and as the gardener dug his land, he spotted it as it floated down the river. A single leaf had fallen from the tree through the summer, hadn't yet gone. And within the sight he felt a signal that the nature which he understood and loved was changing. And as he walked, the music played. The musicians sang his songs. But just once he pushed his voice too far, and the note he sang slipped slightly out of key. It was the beginning of an interference between the creator and his creation, the singer and his songs. But the change was so very slight that they did not even know. As the queen ruled, the mother loved, the farmer farmed, and the musician played, they did not see the moon waning in the sky. Not until the light began to dim did they notice that they could not see. Pretty sad, huh? But I love that when I read it. I think that just nails it right there, right where it starts to turn. So hopefully Kali Yuga will be over soon, because like I was saying earlier, it's pretty damn obvious that's what we're in right now. And I don't know, there's a lot of us that are trying to usher in the golden age and spread knowledge and info and love and all that, as hard as it is to do. I mean, I don't always do that, but I really try. And hopefully we're not here seeing a steady decline. Also known as, if you remember, there's a song in the 60s, the Age of Aquarius, or whatnot. That's talking about entering into a new age. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this video, and what do you think? Are we about to enter the golden age, or do we have a long decline ahead of us? Thanks for watching.